You might notice a different atmosphere in the studio right now because we've been overcome by an attack of handsomeness. Andrew Scott walked in looking so gorgeous, so good. I could eat him up with a knife and fork and a spoon.
Yeah,
You're a handsome young man, Andrew.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're looking good, Andrew.
Yeah, your cutlery handling is a bit dodgy. Hold your knife down.
Don't worry, it's blunt. Andrew is here for any number of reasons, but initially and most perhaps kind of the moment is because he plays a part in the new Bond movie opening in about a week and a half all over the UK. You'll know all about it, or you know a little bit about it. A certain amount of it. How much can you tell us? Because you're a brand new character. You're not playing some old character who's been around before. You're a brand new part of the Bond canon.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I play a character called Max Denby, who's the new head. Really, he heads up a new organisation called CNS, which is the Centre for National Security. And so, he's a kind of a new boss, and he's a little more. He's a little younger than the old guard, who people that you might have expected to have that position before. So a lot of the drama, I suppose, comes from the new ideologies about surveillance and stuff in the old guard.
So he's not necessarily a great respecter of what's gone before.
Yeah, he's probably a little more radical in his thinking than what's gone before. I mean, I suppose the whole idea is about the digital age and how we're, there's cameras everywhere looking at us, and our Facebook legacies and our digital legacies and how we protect the world. And so he's got to be kind of ferocious about that kind of thing.
So of course we know there's M, there's Q. Do you have a letter attributed to you?
I do actually, but I don't think I should reveal that.
What's this? What? I bet we could guess. I mean, with 2 are taken, there's only 24 less, so the odds are pretty good already.
Yeah, but it made a pretty boring show.
Yeah, but you're head of CNS, so it's got to be one of those three. So you're either C, you're N, or S. I'm close, aren't I?
You're close to something.
Okay. Hey, so you're a good-looking man, but you've got a Weasley quality about you, which when you want it to be there. Thank you so much. Yeah. And I think that's probably what you're using on screen here. I imagine there are times when we will find you kind of annoying and irritating. Would I be right?
Well, yeah. You got to play these kind of bureaucratic guys. I don't know a lot of them in my real life because I'm an artist.
Yes, of course.
But they're certainly confident, and they're usually well educated and confident.
So there's a certain smugness or arrogance that goes with that, I guess.
I don't like to judge the character. Yeah.
Who are we to judge? Judge not, lest ye be judged.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
But it must be fun to be part of something like that. I know you've worked with Sam Mendes before.
Yeah, we did a play on Broadway about some years ago, so it was really good to be asked back because he's properly exciting person to work with, and it's terrifying going into that thing. You realise that it's just seeped into your veins. Just what you grow up watching, what we all do. So actually being in it is it does take a couple of days to get used to.
And what a great cast they have now in the Bond movies. I mean, with Daniel obviously fabulous, but so many other great talents. Ray Fiennes is in there. So many, and the women in this series as well. This new one are incredible actors, both of them. For you to be working with Daniel opposite up against him, that must be fun.
Yeah, it's really good fun. I think the kind of atmosphere that he creates, Sam, on set means that nobody is sort of intimidated. And I suppose because I've been schlepping around for years now, it's really nice to just to be able to go in and have. I think if going into something like that age 21 would be very, very scary. But it was very nice to be able to go in. And Daniel is an extremely affable and generous person. So there was nobody, being in pain.
And when he wants to sizzle on screen, he can really turn it on.
He can for shizzle.
It's your birthday soon, I believe.
It's my birthday tomorrow, Jonathan.
I was alerted to this fact by fans of yours who go under the self-appointed name, I imagine, Scotties.
Yes, indeed.
The Scotties online. How old are you? What birthday are we celebrating this year?
39.
39, still a baby.
Still a baby, yeah.
Still a baby.
I like being 39, no, that life is good, so I'm just delighted to be here.
I love being 39. It's a good year for both of us, Andy.
It is. It's good.
It's a great age to be. Our whole futures are ahead of us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. We need to talk about Sherlock, of course. Before we move on to that, though, let me ask you a bit more about Bond. Do you get... and I don't want you to spoil it for anyone, so I don't want you to give voice. No. You don't have to be coy. Just say, no, that would spoil it. That's fine. Because I do not want to spoil the experience for other people going in.
Yeah.
But do you get any kind of gimmicks, gadgets yourself? Do you get to drive any of the spectacular vehicles?
Can't answer that.
You can't answer that at all. Mm-hmm. Do you get to wear nice clothes in the
Yes, I do.
So you're wearing clothes, nice clothes.
Yeah, nice desk, nice clothes, nice hair products.
Okay, so all that stuff's going on. Do you get a nice watch in the show? Do you get one of the nice watches?
I did wear a watch. I don't really like wearing a watch.
Glasses?
Glasses. I have a cane. I'm sort of. It's like Willy Wonka.
You're like a Willy Wonka.
Yeah, Willy Wonka. Bond. Yeah.
You give Bond a ticket. Yeah. He's thrilled. He can't believe he's like. He gets in an elevator, but it takes him straight to Spectre.
Exactly.
Okay. This is exciting. We've given away far more than we possibly should.
This is terrible. This is all going wrong.
James Bond opens in cinemas, I think, Monday week.
26th of October.
Yeah. So it's exciting. That's all happening. Oh, yeah, Monday. So it's next Monday. Next Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, big so. Now, two things I need to talk about. One is Pride, the little British movie about the gay supporters for the miners' strike way back when. I didn't see it when it first came out. I didn't get around to it. Finally got around to seeing it. What a wonderful little movie that is.
It's the most extraordinary movie. I love talking about Pride because it's a sort of a gem for. It's a film that you can sort of watch with your whole family, even though you think you may not be because of the subject matter. But it's
gorgeous
so funny,
film, so moving.
Yeah, and feel good in the proper sense of the word.
Inspirational. I wanted to go out and join a picket line.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really brilliant. Check it out, people. I love talking about that because not enough people have seen it.
It was a lovely film. I recommend it, and you really can watch it. And it's funny, and it's sweet, and it's touching,
and it's about something proper.
It's a slice of real history.
It really is. Yeah.
Great performances. Dominic West, of course.
Dominic West, Imelda Bill Nye.
Yeah,
incredible.
Some great people in there. So let's now talk about Sherlock.
Sherlock. I'm not sure.
I was at San Diego Comic-Con last summer, and they had a panel, which was an uninspiring panel. I'll be honest. It was Moffat, who cares, a writer, we don't look on the stage. One of the producers, big deal, some guy, and then so none of the real stars were there. Okay, and then but they did have on film you and Benedict, and I think Martin as well. I'm not sure, doing a little piece. We
did a little video because we couldn't go.
Yeah. Everyone got very excited. And we saw, and this has already been on the BBC on the trails for it, we saw that it appears to be, I don't know how they've done this or what they've done, please don't give this away necessarily, but it appears to be, it's as we remember it from our youth. It's Sherlock in Victorian time.
There is, yes, that is
that's been on there.
What they've done. Yeah, there's no denying that they've injected that stuff into it.
How on earth have they managed to pull that off, I wonder?
Well, they just went into the costume department of the BBC.
But how on earth have they got away with it, is what I'm wondering.
Yeah, well, that's
the fun thing.
Yeah.
But at the end of this appearance, you've been, camping it up on screen with Benedict.
Yeah.
He was boasting, I'm doing Hamlet. You were boasting, you were doing Bond in a charming way. But you ended, and I wonder if you could do this line for me now in the Moriarty voice. It's at the bottom there. You know what you said.
I know what
you turn to everyone in this gigantic hall at Comic-Con called Hall 8, 6,000 people in there, all hanging on you every word, and you turn and you gave your face changed. You became malevolent. And you looked, but in a lovable way. And then you said this.
Did you miss me?
Yes! He's back. I almost said Morrissey. Moriarty's back. Is he back? He must be back.
No, but Morrissey is back. And this time it's personal.
Sherlock Holmes' greatest nemesis, the miserable Mancunian.
That would kind of work.
Yeah, it almost does. But Mr. Moriarty, is he back? Do we?
Well, that storyline, and then there was a mystery at the end of series 3 that was sort of kept open, and that question is resolved soon.
How long were you filming on the series?
What series?
The Sherlock Holmes.
I don't think it's going to be a fun show if there's just dead air. It's terrible. I can't talk about anything.
You're the worst guest anyone's ever
all
had.
These things.
And you're hiding that. I just think you're a bad guest and you're pretending you can't talk about stuff. I think that's what this is.
Well, it's that thing, people don't want to know. They think they want to know, but they don't.
We don't. You're right. We do not want it spoiled. But Moriarty's back, ladies and gentlemen. Clearly, but in a cool way, I'm sure. Who could have possibly anticipated that show would have been as big a hit as it was? I mean,
no, you couldn't forecast that. No,
remarkable. Not, Bond, it's going to make money. It's going to be a hit. It might not be considered one of the greats. It might be considered the best ever.
Yeah.
It's got an audience.
Yes.
When Sherlock was rebooted in that way, no one thought it.
No.
Did you have that confidence?
Actually, in a funny way, we did, because the scripts were very, very original, just really witty and brilliant, great casting. And so the idea, after the first show aired, there was an immediate, which is very rare these days, affection for the show. And the idea of it being modernised, which is what everyone's big concern was, will people buy that?
Yeah, how will it work?
People forgot about that literally within the first half an hour. So actually now it is that when there's this new injection of the Victorian era, people are going, oh, that's weird, which is extraordinary, and it does just show how far we've come with the show.
It's weird because he's one of those characters that kind of is so kind of like a diamond. He's almost unbreakable, I think, Sherlock. And people, I know when the series came out, they said, how's this going to work with the modern age with iPhones?
Yes, indeed.
And now they're saying, how will it work in the Victorian time without iPhones?
Well,
that's how it was written, of course.
Yeah, well, they're massive. Mark Gatiss and Stephen Moffat, who wrote it, they're massive enthusiasts.
Yeah.
They really know everything everything there is to know about Arthur Conan Doyle and Sherlock and everything. So it wasn't cynically. The idea wasn't a cynical one at the start of it.
The thing I love about movies and TV generally is I know that they're talented writers and talented actors, and they come together, and the writers create so much of the character, the director has a say in it, and the actor has to bring his or her part to it as well. What is there in you of Moriarty? Where did you go to become that incarnation of Moriarty? Who are you trying to, or what is the character to you?
Well, I think it's very important that it's not too comic book malevolent. I think it was very important that he was funny, and actually that that I didn't look at any other previous incarnations of it, and the idea that he could be playful is really important. And so I didn't do too much research, and so for that reason, I think if the writing is good, then you can afford to be playful. So I do a lot of quite embarrassing takes, and some of them are used and aired, and some of them are completely discarded. But the idea that you just keep it live on take to take is really important. So
I love the fact it strikes me that he's both amused and irritated by the absurdity of his fellow man and woman on the planet.
Absolutely, and lonely, very lonely man. And so he's obsessed with Sherlock, and Sherlock is obsessed with him. So
well, aren't we all ducky?
We all darling. I went to see Benedict last night in Hamlet, which is rather fantastic.
Now, how was he? Were people filming him, or they got the message about that?
No, they got the message, I think.
Yeah.
Apart from me, I gave it a.
Yeah, you had your phone out.
Yeah, because you want to have it for prosperity.
Just in the front while you and Martin Freeman filming him and giggling.
Exactly. Can you imagine that?
That's what I'd love to see. I haven't been to see his Hamlet yet.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I've seen his Giselle though. I couldn't help it. He bent over right in front of me. That's a Morecambe and Wise gag from 1971, ladies and gentlemen.
That's good. I love
Andrew,
that.
lovely to see you. So you'll be black tying it on Monday night for the Bond premiere, I guess.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So the suit is all ready to rock. Yeah.
And what's next for you, work-wise?
I'm going to do a little bit of theatre. I'm going to come back and do a play, which they're going to announce in the next. Another thing that I can't talk about. It's so boring.
Get over yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Scott.
Listen, if it was up to me, I'd be yanging away.
If it's up to you, you'd be a good guest. But no, instead you sit there saying you can't talk about it.
I wouldn't go that far.
Andrew Scott, ladies and gentlemen, let me just remind you again, he's in the Bond movie. Look forward to maybe he might be in Sherlock again. And certainly, if you haven't seen it yet, do yourself a favour and watch the movie Pride. Watch it together with the family. It's a beautiful, beautiful film with such a genuine heart. It can't fail to move you.
Thanks,
Andrew,
Jonathan.
love to see you again, and happy birthday for tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Andrew Scott, ladies and gentlemen.